We have prepared speeches. Now, the following individuals have went to write speeches. They practice in front of the mirrors, some practice in front of their dogs and their kids and got feedback. Now it's time they deliver those speeches right before them. Ladies and gentlemen, our first speaker in the prepared speeches section, our first speaker for the evening is Nadia. Nadia Dasi. Is it Dasi, right? Or Daji? Daji. All right, Daji. Is it German?
No, it's Ukrainian, but I think with Turkish or Bulgarian origin.
Oh, all right, beautiful. I'm very interested in people from all over the world. And she will be evaluated by Tiro. Is Tiro here? All right, Tiro Musni. I see the similarities of the surname somewhere. So mother and son. Big ups to mom for bringing the son along. All right, she will be evaluated by Tiro. She is doing dynamic leadership level 1 and she's on her second speech. Tiro, could you kindly please share the purpose of Nadia's speech?
So first, Nadia's speech title is Where Do Confident People Come From? The purpose of the speech is for Nadia to learn to review basic methods of writing with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome on stage Nadia Daji with the speech titled Where Do Confident People Come From? Where do confident people come from? Nadia Daji.
Thank you, Mr. IPP. No, it's fine.
It's okay.
Where do confident people come from? For most of my life, I thought confidence was handed to you at birth, like eye color or shape of the nose. And I thought I had missed the handout. At least in my family, that is what we believed. The world was split into confident people who took their chances and the rest of us who watched them go by. When I struggled, my mom would say it was simply easier for confident people. But where do these confident people come from? Mr. Toastmasters, vital communicators, visitors, and guests. Going about my life envying confident people, I once stumbled on a phrase, confidence comes from doing. So simple, so obvious, and yet almost impossible for me to take in. Like telling someone the earth is round when they have always known it to be flat. For the first time, I thought, all right, maybe it isn't a trait you are born with or without. Confidence comes from doing. But what makes the first step possible before you have done anything to earn it? So I look at most literal first step a human takes. Picture a child learning to walk. It has never done this and has no proof it can. It stands on the floor, wanting to move and afraid to. What makes it let go? It's not yet inside the child. It is the voice in front of it. A mother with open arms. Come on, I've got you. You won't fail. The child borrows the confidence it doesn't have yet from someone who already believes it can do it. An experiment shows this almost too perfectly. Researchers sat 1-year-olds on a glass table over what looked like a cliff edge. The glass ran safely across the drop. The mother stood on the other side of this glass table. Every baby crawled on the table up to the point of the edge and saw the drop. And in this moment, it stopped and it looked at the mother's face. When she smiled, about 3 of the 4 child crawled forward. When she looked afraid, not one of them moved. They couldn't judge the cliff themselves, so they borrowed the answer from their mother's face. That first step runs on a borrowed confidence. But borrowed confidence only gets you off the table once. So how does this confidence become yours? A psychologist, Albert Bandura, worked with people so afraid of snakes it ruled their lives. He didn't argue them out of it. He had them go one small step at a time. Watch a snake through a glass. Stand near it. Touch it with a glove. Touch it without a glove. Hold it. Within about 3 hours, most were holding a snake. I think it wasn't a black mamba. Spitting cobra. They believe, I can do this. It didn't come first, just from their head, but from taking a small step at a time. It was built afterward, one small success at a time. Because if they were beaten by the snake, they wouldn't do it. I think there is a fear in this one, mostly like not focused on the confidence. But I know it shows the same thing. Looking into the face of something scary or unknown is what grows the confidence within. I know this from my own life. My first trip to Kruger National Park, whoever doesn't know me, I am not South African, so that was very exotic to me. And I was terrified of snakes. And I wouldn't step off the path inside the camping area. I would be with a torch, going around for each step. I would stay still and I would walk behind my husband. I also went looking for reassurance and asked the ranger if there were many snakes coming into the camp. Yes, a lot, he said to me. My heart was beating so loudly he could probably hear it. But I went back because I liked the Kruger. And each trip I did a little more, past the path, around the camp, walking at night to the ablutions on my own. Nothing about Kruger changed, and the number of snakes there certainly didn't. I did a bit more each time. It went fine. And it stuck into something that feels like confidence now. Today, I won't pretend I have found the whole answer to my first question, where do confident people come from? Going forward, the question itself has changed for me, and I take it that as a small victory. I no longer believe there was a handout of confidence that I missed, because there wasn't one. Confidence isn't a given trait. At the start, perhaps we borrow it from someone who believes in us, and after that we build our own confidence by doing the thing and surviving, one small success at a time. Isn't that reminding you of some place you're part of it at the moment? I'm dedicated to find the answer to my question. Phrased one possibly. And if you have found any insight on how to build confidence, I would be glad to hear it and to be led a little farther along my own way to building my confidence. Thank you.